Hey there! If you're a dog owner here in DeKalb, Illinois, you already know that our town has its own unique vibe. So, we've put together a little guide to help you find a great local dog trainer who can get you and your pup thriving right here at home.
Does this scene ring a bell? You're just trying to have a nice, calm walk, but between the traffic, all the students, the bikes, it can be a lot for any dog to handle. If you're nodding along right now, you are definitely in the right place. We're going to look at how to make those walks something you both actually look forward to.
So, here's our game plan. First, we'll talk about what makes training in DeKalb a little different. Then we'll check out your options, cover what it might cost, show you how to pick a real pro, and wrap up with some local rules and resources to help you guys succeed. Let's start with our local landscape. You know, training a dog here isn't just about sit and stay. It's really about getting them ready for life in a busy university town. I mean, think about your average day. You might be walking through the hustle and bustle near NIU, or you want your dog to stay calm around kids and families at Hopkins Park. What we're really aiming for is a dog that can handle all of that confidently. It just makes life together so much easier, and safer too.
Okay, so now that we've kind of set the scene, let's get into the how. In this section, we're going to look at the training philosophy that really works and the different ways you can actually do the training.
The heart of modern, effective dog training is something called positive reinforcement. And what's so great about it is the focus on building trust. This isn't about using fear or intimidation at all. It's about teaching your dog what you want them to do and then rewarding them for it. They learn faster, and it really strengthens that bond you have.
So how does this training actually happen? Well, you've got a few main choices. Group classes, they're awesome for practicing focus when other dogs and people are around. Private training is perfect for tackling those specific issues that happen right in your house, like going nuts when the doorbell rings. And then there's board and train, which is a really intensive option if you need to see results a bit faster.
All right, let's talk about the money side of things. It's good to have a realistic idea of what professional training costs right here in the DeKalb area so you can plan ahead.
Just as a starting point, this is about what you can expect to pay for a single, one-on-one private training session. It gives you a pretty solid baseline for what an hour of professional help costs.
And here's a broader look at the costs. A group class that runs for a few weeks will likely be in the $150 to $290 range. If you buy a package of private lessons, you're probably looking at somewhere between $400 and $850. And those really intensive board and train programs, they can start around $1,800 and go up from there. The final price tag usually comes down to the trainer's experience and how complex your dog's needs are. Okay, so you know the environment, the methods, and the costs. Now for the most important piece of the puzzle. How do you actually find a qualified professional who's the right match for you and your dog?
You know, certifications are a really helpful shortcut. When you see letters like CPDT KA, it means that trainer has actually passed some tough exams and they're committed to keeping their skills sharp. For more serious issues like aggression, you want to look for even more specialized credentials, like from the IAABC.
When you're talking to a potential trainer, have these questions ready to go. You want to ask about their methods, just to make sure they're using positive techniques. Ask about their credentials. Ask how they're going to create a plan specifically for your dog, and how you'll know you're making progress. Having this conversation will help you feel really confident in your decision.
And finally, let's talk about some of that local knowledge that'll help you put all this great training into practice. Knowing the rules of the road and the best places to go can make a huge difference.
This is the big one. Here in DeKalb, your dog has to be on a leash in all public spots, unless you're in an official fenced-in dog park. A standard 6-foot leash is what's usually recommended, and it's perfect for safe walks downtown or on the city trails.
And then there's the official paperwork. Illinois law requires that all dogs have a current rabies vaccination. On top of that, the city of DeKalb requires a city dog license for any dog older than 4 months. For all the specifics on that, you can check with DeKalb County Animal Control.
So where can you go to practice all these new skills? Well, Hopkins Park has that great fenced-in dog park, which is perfect for working on recall without any worries. The Kishwaukee River Trail is fantastic for practicing loose leash walking with real distractions, like joggers and bikes. And River Heights Park has a nice spot to work on focus and staying calm around other people.
You know, putting in this effort really does pay off. When you have a well-behaved dog by your side, you're not just preventing problems, you're opening up a whole new world of things you can go out and enjoy together in this great city.
And really, that's the whole point, isn't it?
to have a dog who's a joy to be around, whether you're just chilling at home, saying hi to the neighbors, or out exploring everything our community has to offer. We wish you the best of luck in finding that perfect training partner and just having a wonderful life with your dog here in DeKalb.